From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira.
And we're back at 8:10. This morning we are kicking off a 4-day series called The New You. According to the government, by the year 2050, about 1.1 million Americans will live to be 100. And the longer people live, the harder they'll strive to look younger. This week we will meet 3 women who want to give themselves a fresh start with cosmetic surgery. We're going to follow them through the whole process. But today our West Coast contributor, Maria Menounos, takes a look at the never-ending search for the fountain of youth.
I feel a little bit of pressure to look younger.
I didn't like the lines of aging.
As Americans grow older, the search for that younger, healthier look shifts into high gear.
I decided that at 38 it's time to do it to help slow down the process of aging.
And we spare no expense. At Cultura Medical Spa in Washington, D.C., doctors specializing in dermatology and laser procedures use non-invasive techniques to enhance the appearance of aging skin before there's a need for that nip and tuck.
We have lasers that can tighten the skin to make your skin firmer. We have lasers that can stimulate your own cells to make more collagen, to improve pores and texture.
Now doctors can even soften wrinkles and reduce puffiness around the eyes without having to perform a facelift. It's a new and simple procedure called Illuma.
Plastic surgery still has a place, but if you can do small things first, you might not ever have to get to plastic surgery.
Cheryl Scruggs is getting a 30-minute Restylane treatment to reduce the deep lines around her nose and mouth. The filler is injected into the skin and restores volume under the wrinkles, leaving no marks or scars.
How does it feel?
It's great.
Over 50 and the grandmother of 3, Miriam Rudder gets regular Botox and microdermabrasion treatments. The results speak for themselves.
There is almost never a day that someone doesn't come up and say, God, you have such pretty skin.
Life expectancy, reaching the 8th decade or so, patients are looking to say, you know what, I want to be vibrant, I want to look good, and I want to feel healthy, for the entirety of my life.
Well, wellness is an interesting concept.
Dr. Richard Carmona is the former Surgeon General of the United States.
Wellness is a whole feeling that involves spirituality, it involves your body, it involves your mind.
He's currently the CEO of the Canyon Ranch Health Resort in Tucson, Arizona. Together with the Cleveland Clinic, one of the largest private medical centers in the world, they offer the best traditional medicine with innovative lifestyle programs.
If you're doing your...
like showing you how to prepare tasty, low-calorie gourmet meals.
400-degree oven.
Keeping your body fit through exercise, and even teaching the benefits of regular facials for long-term results.
Plastic surgery is after you've exhausted all of those things, or you've never tried them, and now you've gotten yourself into a position where you haven't taken care of yourself and you want a surgical correction.
And with more than 10.2 million cosmetic surgery procedures performed in the U.S. last year, it's an option many Americans are leaning towards as the search for the fountain of youth continues. For Today, Maria Menounos, NBC News, Tucson, Arizona.
Dr. Amy Wexler is a dermatologist and psychiatrist, and Nellie Galan is the creator of the New You website. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
I want to start with you, Amy, because I'm sure you see a lot of patients looking for this fountain of youth. How realistic is that really?
Well, these days, a lot of women have access to a lot of these procedures. It used to be reserved for wealthy people, but now they're much more affordable, and you can do them on your lunch break or when the kids are at school.
And you don't need much, do you, to really change both the way you feel about yourself on the outside and the inside?
You could do a simple procedure, whitening your teeth or a little Botox or getting a makeover, a little boost to improve your self-image or self-esteem, and then you can improve the rest of your life.
And you often warn patients to understand that there are realistic expectations and then there are unrealistic expectations. Explain the difference.
Sure. A realistic expectation is that you're going to get your teeth whitened and you'll feel a little bit better about the way you look. But it's not a Cinderella story. It's not that your entire life will be better tomorrow because you've had a makeover or had a procedure done.
Do a lot of people think that? Do they
lot
get
of
a real
people-
down afterwards because things don't change dramatically?
They do think that
Yeah.
because no one's talked to them ahead of time and prepared them about what to expect.
Nellie, you've made a career out of helping women to really change the way they feel about themselves and the way that they look. And along the way, you've discovered it's not just about vanity, is it?
Well, I don't think it's about vanity at all. I mean, as someone who created the Swan and now the New You website, the reason I did all this and the reason I'm obsessed about it is because I realize that if we are going to live to be 100, it's about maintenance. It's maintenance of your health, your wellness,
We're like
and
a
your
car.
beauty. You're like a car. You take care of your car, you take care of your house. Why wouldn't you take care of yourself? The truth of the matter is that if we're going to live to be 100, we're going to work till we're 85, 90 years old. We're going to be around a long time. We're having kids later. You have to maintain. It's about maintenance.
Well, as I said in the open, over the next few days, we're going to look at 3 women who've had cosmetic procedures and see the way that they have changed. Let's go through them. The first one is Carmen Reyes. Tell us what was done to her for her makeover.
The important thing about the 3 women, I think, is that they've all had horrible things happen to them. And I think we forget. We only see people that have had surgery and things that are in New York or LA and they're wealthy. The fact is most people really have nothing done. In the case of these 3 women, Carmen had the father of her kid leave them. And she sort of broke down, and it really created a downward spiral, and she let herself go. So we're going to give her the gift of having these simple procedures that she can have done. Botox and Restylane, which is, you know, Botox, and doctor, you can speak about this more, it just completely paralyzes the nerves in your forehead, and so those wrinkles will go away.
It relaxes them.
The Restylane is something that's a filler that will fill out those cracks, and that are, it's amazing. I love it. I've used it.
It gives you back the volume that you lose over time.
And the Bleph, which is, speak about the Bleph.
Blepharoplasty, it's a minor surgical procedure where you're removing excess skin, all those extra skin folds.
Okay,
So it's upper and lower eyes.
So we will see her tomorrow, and then the next day we're going to see.
But look at her teeth. That's the big thing.
Wow,
We're going to give her veneers. It's amazing. Zoom laser, which is to whiten, and also we're giving her veneers, which will really change her mouth.
Let's go quickly through the other ladies. There's Jan Beckman. What did she have done?
Jan, flight attendant, has a horrible story, which you'll hear on Wednesday. I'm really happy for her. She's having a lot done as well. She's having an eye lift, a thread lift, which you want to talk about that, doctor? It's a very simple procedure where you don't have to have surgery, but you put
literally
in these,
lift it up.
You lift it up with a
Yes.
thread.
Okay.
Veneers and bleaching, chin lipo, and a little lipo in her cheeks
And
as
our
well.
and our final makeover candidate is Lori Allen.
Yes, Lori, another story where she just really needed this pick me up. And she's having brand new teeth put in. She's having injectables. I'm fascinated by what we did with her because she actually had a nose job only with injectables. Incredible.
Wow.
Complete new nose. And SurgiWire, which is a new procedure where you really detach wrinkles from the face. And I just want to say the big thing you're going to see different is we gave everybody hair. I don't know a woman that doesn't love having more hair. You can never have too much hair.
But not on their face.
On
No,
their
okay,
head.
okay, on their head. You scared me for a minute. And very quickly, and before we go, you say to keep the procedures as simple as possible. But don't do a lot. Why is that?
If you do a lot, it takes a while for the mind to adjust to the physical changes, and it might be overwhelming. So start slowly. Your mind can adjust, and then you can
And
move
then
on.
if you need a little bit more, go ahead.
Exactly.
But I've yet to meet a woman that doesn't love a good makeover.
Okay, I love a good makeover too. Thank you both so much,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Amy Wexler and Nellie Galan. Thanks so much.
Pleasure.
Up next, how to handle a medical emergency over the holidays right after this.